What's up, traders? I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. So, not a great week in the priority group. We took like 5 trades in the group, and out of 5, we had 2 winning trades. But, like I always say, do not use priority group as a signal group. Use the priority group as an educational group. Learn the entries out of the group and look for the same entry conditions in the market. And I'm sure you will see some good entry reason. And one of the entries you got is right here. Right here, I took this entry with this nice pullback entry, and you learn this pullback entry in the group. You know what to look at in order to take this entry. You got this entry there, so that would be a winning trade as well. A nice push down out of pound dollar. And then we had one more entry right here. Euro CHF. You learn this aggressive entry in the priority group. So look for the other entry reasons and do not just use priority group as a signal group. As you know, I do not support signal services. I want you guys to learn, look at the patterns, and take your own decisions in the market. And if you're still confused, you can always DM me to check if you're taking the right entries or not. With that being said, we're going to start our analysis today with nat gas, gold, crude oil, and silver. So, as always, on this weekend, I'm not going to make a very long video because I'm adding some lessons in the course. So, I'm working a lot on the course this weekend, but I want to take you through the entries of natural gas. I want to show you the previous videos, all the analysis we've been taking last week, and what to avoid, why we shouldn't enter the trade, what we need to look enter the trade in order to avoid fusions. I know I got lots of messages from traders that should we enter now? Is this an engulfing entry or is it a double top, double bottoms? So I'm trying to clear all these confusions. Why not to enter? Even though the market is pushing up or pushing down badly, but the things we need to look at and the things we need to avoid, I'm going to go through all that in this video. So if you want to watch this part of the video, that's totally cool and you're going to learn something out of it, definitely going to learn something out of it. But if you want to skip this part of the video and jump straight to the analysis part of the video, I'm going to put the timestamp right up there. So let's start our analysis with NatGas. So first of all, I want to show you the entry we have taken in the priority group with one of the entry condition. So we entered here with this nice bullish entry condition, and if you are in my priority group, you know this is the pullback entry I teach you in the priority group. And if you would have managed this position, that would be a big profits for you. But I kept it here because we could have a possible double top. But even though I always say you can manage your position by moving your SL to break even, in that case, imagine how much money you would have made just with this single move up. Now, this was the first. We entered this trade because I see a nice reason to enter. And what did I say after that? So this is a new zone. We can expect a push up into this zone, up to this zone, and we are still not bearish. Once we hit this zone, we can expect pullback. And once we are in this zone, I will look for my sell condition, which is engulfers or double top. Once I have a sell condition, I will only then enter my sell trades. Right. So after that, I said that I'm expecting a good push up within this zone, right? And I will look for a pullback and then we can have a possible push up. But did we get any sort of pullback entry reason? Because yes, we were above all the EMS. And in this case, in this scenario, I always look for a pullback with a nice bullish entry reason the way we had it here. So we did not get any sort of reason to enter. And now, if you see this type of momentum candles, now you have a fear of missing out, which I call FOMO. Now, by looking at these candles, you said market has pushed up, and then you said, oh yes, market is still pushing up. And then when you see this candle, you say market is again pushing up, and now you want to jump into this trade at this point. You entered here, and now you're hoping that market will push up dramatically and you will make a lot of money. But instead, I was looking for a valid entry condition as this is my resistance area, and either I will look for a pullback trade to take long or sell trade with a conditions only. Now let me ask you a question. If you follow me from last couple of months or a year, do you see any sort of condition here? Any sell condition, any pin bar or any engulfing candle? Nothing. Instead, market just fall straight away, right? So all the professional traders, I personally just entered this trade, right? Because I saw the conditions. I did not enter any trade here, any buy trade because I did not have any pullback trade. I did not enter any sell trade because I did not see any sort of sell condition, not a double top, not a pin bar, not an engulfing candle, nothing. Market fall. And what did I say after that? If we get an engulfing candle, that will be a valid engulfing candle. If we get that, that will be a buy signal. If we breaks and close below this zone, only then there will be a change of condition, and then we can expect a fall to the previous level of support. I said that I'm expecting a pullback, and then I will enter with my entry condition with engulfing candle or any double bottom sort of move, or with the spin bar. Even though if I've entered this using the spin bar, we did not hit our entry, and market instead pushed down in the previous level of support. So now you know power of entering using the entry conditions, using the confirmation. And imagine if you would have bought here, that would be lots of loss, because you just bought out of nowhere. You just bought here just because of FOMO, fear of missing out. And now let's say you said, yes, market is now at the previous level of support. It is definitely going to push up. And let's say you bought here again. And then again market falls because we did not had any sort of reason to enter a buy trade. Why are we entering a trade if we do not have a reason to enter? We had a reason to enter here. Yes, we took a trade. Whenever I see a reason, we take a trade. Now, at this point, what to expect? Now, as you can see in the RSI, market is now oversold as well. Let's see. Not yet. It's not oversold yet, but we might see an oversold situation soon. Now, this is my zone. Now, I want to give you all the condition, what to look for buy and what to look for sell trades. Now at this point, only enter buy trade if you get next engulfing candle. If the market opens in gap, then situation will be different. But if we get a next engulfing candle, then I will take my long trade, and I won't be expecting big targets. I will tell you why. I will only expect small targets using my ATR for the target. If we have an entry condition, I will take my long trade, or if we have a double bottom pattern, I will still go for my long trade using 180R target, and I'll keep my stop loss below this zone. Now, why I said that I won't be looking for a long trade. Now, if you look back on daily time frame, we have a nice big engulfing candle. And if you are a long-term trader, you're not a day trader, you just want to invest your money, that would be your entry. And if you look at the ATR of this candle is 57. Looking at that, it has hit the target of 57 pips. Now, I normally keep SL above the pattern and keep take profit below. This is my second way to enter. And looking at this pattern, we can still now expect a push down till this zone, which is 7.367. Now, if you look at the daily time frame, we have a head and shoulder pattern as well, which is valid. And if you remember the trade we took a couple of days ago, a nice head and shoulder pattern. And if you remember, our next entry is right at the break and close of this zone. If we have a break and close of this zone, the first entry is right this engulfing candle, and the second entry is at the break of this zone. So this will be the entry if we have a break and close below. And remember, this is on a daily time frame. If that happens, we can expect a market to push down to the next level of support, which is 7.006 goes up to 7.216. It is not a major support area, but it is a level from where the market has previously bounced up, as you can see from here. So this is the condition of sell on a daily time frame. Let's go back on 4-hour time frame. Now at this point, you need to be careful. Do not just enter sell trade straight away. If the market push down on 4-hour time frame, then in that case, I want to see a retest. On daily time frame, these two candles might be just one single candle or a wick. But on 4-hour time frame, if we have a break and close of this zone, I want to see two candles, then a retest, and then an engulfing candle. And I want to see market to hit this support area which I've just mentioned. So these are the conditions of sell trade. Now look for engulfing candle here. If you have an engulfing candle here, that would be your reason to buy. Or if you have a double bottom, that would be a reason to buy as well. Now if you say this is a double bottom, I don't say it is a double bottom because this move here is a big impulsive move. So, and if I see this type of big impulsive move, I don't call it as a double bottom. This is just an impulsive move up to the next resistance. If we had this move, let's say we have market push down, push up just till this zone, then push down, then that would qualify as a double bottom move. But if we have a push down, big impulsive move, then that is just a reversal, not a double bottom pattern. So I hope that clears things up. Look for the entry reason I've just mentioned. Look for a buy if we have a reason to enter here. Look for a sell if we have a break and close below on daily time frame, and if you have a break and close of two candles on 4 hour time frame with a retest and then a push down. So I hope that clears all your confusions you may have in your mind. Prices in a buying area, and I will look for a confirmation to enter my trades. Now, exactly same here on currency.com. Let me just give you the zones here. The market is in this zone, a buying zone, which is 7.700 goes up to 8.008. This is a buying zone. Look for a buying reason here, exactly the same as Awanda. We break and close below the next zone, which is 7.043 goes up to 7.282. If we have a break and close, and if we see a fall, this is a zone I'm expecting market to hit, and from where we will look for our counter trades, buying trades. So looking at the daily pattern, market looks bearish to me, and if we have a buying reason, I won't be expecting a reversal because market is pushing down. We can expect a hit off of a TP if we have a buying reason, and then we might see a fall back to this previous level. I hope that clears all your questions, but if you are still confused, you can DM me on Instagram. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let's check gold. Okay, awesome. As per my last video, let me quickly show you what I've said. Now, I won't be looking for any sort of buy trade, but instead we can expect a retest and then another fall until the market hit this next level of support. Awesome. Now we have a pullback and we are in the resistance area. This was a previous support that has turned a resistance. Now this is just a pullback. We can expect a pullback maybe till 50 EMA and then we can see another fall. So gold is bearish. We might see a push up in between this zone and then we can see a bearish engulfing candle to take another short trades to 1631 goes up to 1644 from where I want to see engulfers, double bottoms, or a pin bar to take my long trade. So, not buying gold, look for a bearish confirmation, engulfers, double tops at in this zone or a pullback. I will look for my pullback trade once we have a reason to enter. Let's check silver. Right, so silver is in the opposite direction than gold. It is above the support area. This was a previous resistance that has now turned support. At this point, we might see a push down and we might see a formation of double bottom here. And if we have that, we can expect a push up from here. This is a buying zone, and this zone is 18.39 goes up to 18.89, and it is above all the EMAs. And we can still expect a push up. And this is the next selling zone, which is 20.47 goes up to 20.64. If we have a good push up, this is a zone from where I want to see my entry. Reason double tops or engulfers. At this point, I would look for a pullback entries for long trades. Let's check crude oil. Right, so crude oil is still below EMAs, still bearish as per my last video. Not buying at this point. I will only look for sell trades with a pullback with the bearish engulfers. I will only look for buy trades once the market push down. Give us a reason to enter here in this area. This area is 82.46 goes up to 84.13. So just look for a buying reason in this zone, engulfers or double bottom moves. Let me change that color to red because this area is now our resistance area, and this resistance area above is 87.86 goes up to 89.27. And if we have a push up, we can expect another fall from here unless and until we are completely broken above with two red candles. So that's all for commodity market, guys. I hope you have learned something out of it. So do not forget to hit a like button for me. It helps me in the YouTube algorithm. And if you are new to this channel, hit a subscribe button and join Money Markets family so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. I hope you trade green next week. See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.